cause it ain't no contest.
So here he is, the former two-division UFC champion, Georges St-Pierre. He's the most prolific takedown artist on paper in UFC history. Despite not having any amateur wrestling chops to speak of, this is the man who, at least in my mind, turned the MMA takedown into a thing.
Yes, he did. He made it all look so smooth and so great. But it was the striking of Georges St-Pierre that was so good that made you have to be on awareness the whole time. So as the hands flew up, Georges St-Pierre had the timing that was unmatched at the time in mixed martial arts. One of the first guys that was truly able to do everything. Before we had specialists, and then we had Georges St-Pierre, he truly changed the game.
Georges St-Pierre, as usual, ready to battle as he tries to take home the title. Well, there's always a special feeling when Khamzat Chimaev makes the walk, whether at welterweight or at middleweight. This man has proven to be a real problem and really has lived up to all the hype and then some, dating to his 2020 UFC debut.
It's so hard for you to meet expectation, much less exceed it.
Right.
Khamzat Chimaev has exceeded the expectations set for him when he made his UFC debut. He has been nothing short of a buzzsaw, just going through guys at a rate that not anyone could have expected. What a fantastic fighter we get to watch every time we see Khamzat in the octagon.
And of course, many people harken back to the Gilbert Burns fight in 2022, the consensus fight of that year in which Chimaev was challenged and still rose to the occasion. We'll see how he fares tonight. And now our tale of the tape for this middleweight championship fight. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC middleweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Georges St-Pierre. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world, Khamzat Chimaev.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready. Good.
Right, Khamzat Chimaev is back as this round gets underway. Undefeated fighter who has officially taken the sport by storm. His back to the feet. With the punch and it lands.
This man is landing brutal ground and pound.
Motioning for his opponent to stand back up here. Well, I'm not sure if I should knock his fight IQ, but it seems like he's sort of playing around here. Feels like the finish is there for the taking.
Yeah, the finish is there. And he needs to take his time to try and find it. Don't rush. Be patient. And in that patience, you'll find a punch or kick that will put your opponent out.
Postures up and lands a brutal strike to the head. St-Pierre's in half guard. Again, not much defense there. Another ground strike gets through. All right, so pretty good damage here with the ground and pound. Nothing superficial about these strikes. They are intending to harm.
Oh, yeah, he's landing very accurately, and he's landing to get damage off.
Well, now you see some visible damage on the side.
Oh, he's got a choke. Oh, it's getting tight. He's gonna choke him. There it is. He's bridging.
Oh, no way he got out.
He was able to create enough space to get his chest back out of that and defend that on time. Unbelievable.
GSP gets the double leg takedown. How good was that? All right, he's sort of hanging out here unguarded, DC. Not sure if he's trying to bait him in or what, but not great body language here. St-Pierre gets back up again. Nicely done. And that'll do it! Khamzat Chimaev with a huge knockout tonight.
Yo, wow! That was nasty!
Let's go inside the Octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 25 seconds of the very first round, declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world, Khamzat Chimaev.
All right, Khamzat Chimaev, your winner.